Here's Obama. Here's the speech that they sent around that made a big splash on Twitter because it sounded like a rebuke to Donald Trump. This is cut number one.
This is another one of these things that I didn't think I had to lecture about. You have to believe in facts. Without facts, there's no basis for cooperation. If I say this is a podium and you say this is an elephant, it's going to be hard for us to cooperate. Unfortunately, too much of politics today seems to reject the very concept of objective truth. People just make stuff up. They just make stuff up. We see it in the growth of state-sponsored propaganda. We see it in internet-driven fabrications. We see it in the blurring of lines between news and entertainment. We see the utter loss of shame among political leaders where they're caught in a lie and they just double down and they lie some more.
So that's what Obama said, but I wanted you to hear what I heard. So I had the guys here, Rob and Emily and Austin. I had them put together what I heard as Obama was speaking.
This is another one of these things that I didn't think I had to lecture about. You have to believe in facts. Without facts, there's no basis for cooperation.
Blistering report tonight out saying the Obama administration in general and former Attorney General Eric Holder in particular repeatedly lied to the family of a slain Border Patrol officer about the weapons used in his death and stonewalled efforts to get at the truth.
If I say this is a podium and you say this is an elephant, it's going to be hard for us to cooperate.
Let me take the IRS situation first. I first learned about it from the same news reports that I think most people learned about this.
Unfortunately, too much of politics today seems to reject the very concept of objective truth.
There was a hateful video that was disseminated on the internet. It had nothing to do with the United States government, and it's one that we find disgusting and reprehensible. It's been offensive to many, many people around the world. That sparked violence in various parts of the world, including violence directed against Western facilities, including our embassies and consulates.
People just make stuff up.
If, in fact, IRS personnel engaged in the kind of practices that have been reported on and were intentionally targeting conservative groups, then that's outrageous. And there's no place for it. They have to be held fully accountable.
They just make stuff up. We see it in the growth of state-sponsored propaganda.
You're saying there was no corruption there at all? No.
That's not what I'm saying. That's actually...
No, but I want to know what you're saying. You're the leader of the country. You're saying no corruption?
No.
None?
No. There were some boneheaded decisions out of a
but
local
no mass
office.
corruption?
Not even mass corruption. Not even a smidgen of corruption.
Okay.
We see it in internet-driven fabrications.
The notion that I can just suspend deportations through executive order, that's just not the case.
We see it in the blurring of lines between news and entertainment.
We have stopped the spread of nuclear weapons in this region. Because of this deal, the international community will be able to verify that the Islamic Republic of Iran will not develop a nuclear weapon.
We see the utter loss of shame among political leaders where they're caught in a lie and they just double down and they lie some more.
You can keep your plan if you are satisfied with it.
If you like the plan you have, you can keep it.
If you like your plan and you like your doctor, you won't have to do a thing. You keep your plan. If you like your health care plan, you'll be able to keep your health care plan. If you've got health insurance, you can keep it. If you like your health care plan, you will keep your plan.
It was exactly the same. His form of lying. I noticed Obama's form of lying when he was a candidate. I actually wrote a piece for the Wall Street Journal that the Wall Street Journal didn't publish, and I sent it to them while he was running the first time he was running in 2008, saying this guy doesn't lie like other politicians lies. He lies with a smoothness and an ease and an immediacy that is not even like other politicians. When he says Bill Ayers was just a guy in the neighborhood, when he says, oh yeah, I just never really heard what Jeremiah Wright said in church, even being there for 20 years, he lied, and his lies were much more substantial than Trump's. Trump's lie is, oh, you know, I said would when I wouldn't, wouldn't. They're really carnival barker lies. Obama lied about substance, and they just worshipped him, and that is the difference, is the kind of, the noise that overrides everything that Donald Trump does and didn't override the silence that surrounded everything that Obama did. Obama is still over there